Hi guys, let's discuss top 10 tips that you need to know for PMP. In this video, my goal is to share 10 things for PMP exam that will really help. Okay, let's go with the PMP exam and let's take things one by one. First and the most important thing in the PMP exam is to get servant leadership mentality. What do I mean by servant leadership? Now, when I talk about servant leadership mentality, this means act like a father or mother, someone who really care for the team. So we were solving question answers today in our premium uh, batch session, and many students have this conflict. What does servant leadership actually mean? So here you go. Servant leader is like a mother or a father. He or she cares about you. He or she is there to train you, to coach you. They are overseeing you, seeing that you are making mistake, but they make sure one thing, and they make sure it really that if you make one mistake one time, that is okay, that is fine, that is acceptable, but you should not do that mistake again. So all the questions that you will be solving in the PMP exam should have this mindset that you are acting as a servant leader. Now, many people say that there are many leadership style like charismatic, one man show who is taking the thing, transformational, someone who transform, even situational, even less as fire, and so many other things. But the mindset for 99.99% question, like even only the question that will be drag and drop, okay, drag the leadership styles. Apart from that question, whatever the question you get, this should be the way to solve the question answer. Servant leadership mentality, most important concept of PMP. Second goes is have a it's closed very tightly. Have an agile mindset. Now these things which I am sharing is a very premium content. So if you have any question, feel free to put in the comment. I will be there asking you, guiding you, replying you whatever you need. Agile mindset. What do I mean by agile mindset? Now, agile mindset is not just about like, okay, I need delivery in parts. That is needed without any doubt. I need delivery as an iterative nature, no doubt into that. That is needed, right? For sure, that is also needed. That is a part of agile mindset. Agile mindset is understanding of 4 values of agile. I would even say that you should memorize this. You can get into drag and drop, like match the column. So if you are watching this video, put in the 4 values of agile in the comment, because you may have to remember it. You may get a drag and drop, so it's good to remember it's only 4 values. If you don't remember, here you go. Customer collaboration over a contract negotiation. Like customer is the king, contract is good, but since customer is bringing the business, customer is the blood of the business, so he's more important. Respond to a change over following a plan. This goes back to the value number 1. What customer says, let's try to do that. Instead of saying, okay, this is the plan, no. Let's try to give value to the customer. Third is more of an incremental delivery or MVP concept, working software over comprehensive documentation. Like whatever works is something, go and get it. The fourth is individual and interaction over processes and tool. So how the people interact with each other, that is more critical, that is more important as compared to that thing. So 2 for customer, 1 for how the team working together, because team is very critical. We have T-type leader in the agile. And fourth one is how you deliver the product. So this is basically the mindset of agile. Like we give value to the customer, we provide what customer need, and we build the team. Like this goes back both servant leadership and agile mindset. Like we need to build a safe environment. PMI says it as a safe environment. This is the job of the project manager, to build a safe environment. Now, what do I mean by safe environment? I mean by safe environment, I mean where people can make mistakes. How many of you have worked in an environment where if you make mistakes, that's it, you are fired? I should have a mentality here. The agile mindset says that you should have a mentality here that people can make mistake, people will be making mistakes, so let them make mistakes. Not like if they make a mistake you pay them or you just fire them. I would not do that in an agile environment. Very critical, very important. Two important tips of PMP exam. Let's go to the next thing. Next thing is about the problem. Like whenever there's a communication problem, team has a communication problem. This happens more in virtual team. Get them co-located. Now, I do get a lot of questions whenever I say, okay, there's a communication problem. Let's put the team in one location. I always get that that will not be cost effective. Things of those nature. Yeah, but you don't understand the thing that dropping the baton is happening. Like dropping the baton is more of a loss of communication, loss of information. The impact that is having on your team is many times more than the money it will be costed to co-locate them. Now you can co-locate them even for a kick-off meeting. Okay, co-locate them one time. I am okay with that, even for one time. But whenever the question says there's a communication problem, co-locate them, even one time. Okay, very critical. Now let's go to a little bit of, since we are talking about information, remember there are two plans in the project that are very critical for any kind of stakeholder. One is stakeholder engagement plan and the other is communication management plan. Many times people get confused in the purpose of both of the plan. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, tip number 4. Stakeholder engagement plan and communication plan. Both plan have their own purposes and both plan complements each other. What do I mean by that? A stakeholder is identified, you put in the stakeholder register, you analyzed him, prioritized him. Let's say on the high power, high interest, he's someone with high power, high interest. It's an important stakeholder. Stakeholder engagement plan has two things. First, it has stakeholder engagement matrix. This stakeholder engagement matrix basically gives you what is the current engagement level of the stakeholder, what is his current engagement, and what do you desire, right? What do you desire? The current engagement level of the stakeholder, is he unaware, resistant, neutral, support, where he is, and what do you desire? What is needed for the project? And the most important thing, this plan has strategies that are required to change this current engagement into desire. What strategy you are going to do to change the current engagement level of the stakeholder into the desired requirement that you need or the project need. So that is stakeholder engagement plan, right? Now, what does communication plan has? It has 4 R's of communication. Right information at right time to right people to have right impact. Right information at right time to right people, right impact. What does that mean? Those stakeholders, when you are implementing those strategy, who needs the information? Which stakeholder need? How much information they need? They need detailed, like they may need work performance data, the level 1 information or report. They need a detailed information or they need a high level information. How much information they need? Okay, when they need it. Timing can be very critical. Okay, let's say now US election happened last year, and if you are telling me, hey, Donald Trump will become the president, that's a useless information. Information is credible, is valuable with the time. So who needs the information, when they need information? Very critical, why they need that information. How that information will be communicated. Like, are you going to have face-to-face communication, virtual call? Now, it will be related to when, like, quickly the information is needed, how confidential information is that, is the information going to be push, pull, interactive? These things are in communication plan. So, stakeholder plan, strategy, communication plan, 4 R of communication. I hope that makes sense to most of you. Okay, so let's go further here. Now, Another important tip, I would say tip number 5, and we will close with this with the 5 tip for PMP. Risk management plan versus risk register versus issue log versus risk report. Risk management plan. Risk management plan is a plan that talks about how the risk process should happen. How the risk process should happen. It talks about the process. Okay, like the sequence of the steps, the process should happen. It does not have any risk. Write it down. It does not have any risk in it. It talks about the process of a risk, how the process will happen. This is the risk management plan, how the process should be happen. So let's say if you want to do audit of the project, then this will help you, this will guide you. Okay, how the process will happen. Whereas risk report will give you summary of risk, overall risk exposure, etc., etc. For example, you have a every weekly or bi-weekly risk review meeting. As a result of that, what will generate, that will be in the risk report. It will give a summary into it. So risk report will give you the overall summary into that. Now, what is risk register? And I have this section. Okay, I'm gonna use this section of the most important thing. We discuss risk register, how the process should happen, right? Risk report, summary of risk in it. Now, risk register, the most important document. All risk in it with its responses. Now, what is a risk? Let's talk that. Anything which you identify and have a plan for it. The plan is valid, it will be there. Like you identify something, you put it into the risk register, and even when that risk occur, you update in the risk register with the residual risk, with the secondary risk. Secondary risk is another risk identified because of that, you will put into that. Anything for which you don't have a plan, you will put it into issue log. No plan, you put it into issue log. If you don't have a plan, you put in the issue log. You communicate with the stakeholder that this issue has occurred. You do the root cause analysis, why this risk was not identified. You do into that, and once you may have to raise a change request to handle that issue. Once change is approved, you implement the response. If that issue can reoccur in your current project, important. Now this issue may happen in your current project. If this issue may happen, this becomes a risk. You update the risk register. Of course, at the end you will update lesson learned register. So risk management plan talks about how the risk process should happen. Risk register, all the risk with the responses. Risk management plan has no risk. All the risk are in a risk register. Risk report, like you have a weekly or bi-weekly summary that you get as a result of risk review meeting. Issue log, anything which you don't have a plan goes to issue log. So these were 5 tips that I wanted to share. Who's a servant leader, why it is important, agile mindset, when a communication problem happen, collocate them, difference between stakeholder plan and communication plan, and risk register, 5th one, risk register, issue log, risk report, and risk management plan, their difference. I hope you are enjoying this series. If you are enjoying, please put in the comment. If you have any question or you want me to make videos more like that, put in the comment which topic you want it. I will make it. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. I do love that when the channel grows and when my goal is to reach all the engineers in the world. So let's see if I can do it. Do subscribe it, comment it, share it with other people, and see you in the next video. And if you want to watch the mastery series of PMP, watch it here. See you there. Bye-bye. By the way, this is Pathway to PMP. If you want to read any book, this is the book to read. Pathway to PMP, PMP booklet there. So you can read those.